right, we are trying to help out the very confident Tim this morning on the second date update.
Yes. So apparently he took Elizabeth to On Swan after they met online. But
Where's that located?
it's On Swan.
Okay, gotcha.
How convenient.
Oh, beautiful.
They, he said they had a great dinner. It sounded like they were both kind of really into each other from him. And then I guess they went back to his place. And he said he had a pretty nice place, so they checked that out. I'm sure she was liking that. And then he said he took her home, and everything was fine, he thought. But now she's not texting him back, and he wants to take her out again. So
It's time to call her and see if we can get her on the phone.
Dial her up,
Let's
JR.
do it. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, good morning. Is this Elizabeth?
Yeah?
Elizabeth, this is JR, Lana, and Kevin over here at 99.5 QIK. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Well, you seem nice and chipper.
yeah.
For getting a random phone call from us.
All right. I mean, what's going on?
Okay. Have you heard our show before?
Yeah, sometimes.
Have you ever heard us do something called a second date update?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, that's what we're doing right now. And we want to talk to you about a date you went on with this guy, Tim. Do you remember Tim?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. Tim told us about your guys' date at On Swan. He told us that afterwards, you actually ended up going back to his house and hanging out. I guess he had a couple friends over, and he said that it was a good time, and you seemed to get along with everybody. And then he took you home, gave you a hug, gave you a kiss on the cheek. But that's where things ended as far as your communication goes, because he hasn't heard from you since. And we're seeing if we can maybe set you guys up on another date.
I think to say a couple people were at his house is underselling it. There were way too many people there.
Oh, was he having a party?
Well, he said he had a few people over, and I was still interested in hanging out, but there were definitely more than a dozen there, and I don't think he even knew everybody who was there, so it kind of made me uncomfortable because I'm going out with this guy who's almost 40, and I feel like he's still living like a frat guy, and that's just not at all what I'm looking for. And I thought I was being polite about it, but I was trying to deter him from having another go with me because that's just not what I was looking for.
So you basically walked into what, like a frat party?
That's what it felt like to me. I mean, people were in the pool, people were drinking, the football game was on, and there were girls there, and I couldn't tell if they were truly significant others. I don't know. I kind of felt like another escapade of this group of guys.
Wow.
Well, what did he say to you when you guys walked into that?
Well, it seemed like this was every day to him, and I was like, oh, you have a lot of people here, and he was like, yeah, I mean, people are coming and going all the time, and it just, I don't know, that feels a little immature to me, and so that's just not how I roll. I like to know who I'm gonna be with, and maybe I like a little bit of alone time. I don't want everybody in my place all the time.
Okay. That's interesting that he would take you back there if he had a ton of people at his house. That's interesting to me. Well, here's the deal. We actually have Tim on the phone with us as well,
Hello,
and I want to just get his take on things, Elizabeth. Tim,
Yes.
does that sound like an accurate depiction of your house when you went over?
Like I said, I have a nice house. People have the code to get into the side to go around into the lanai, and I have friends. I didn't know that was a crime. I mean, my house is clean and neat. There's no issues. Everybody's adult. And she said I was almost 40, which is accurately correct. I didn't know I can't have a life.
I don't know. It still feels immature to me, and feels like a college student to me. You're allowed to.
We were all athletes at one time, and we're all still close, and we like to hang out. Like the Bruce Springsteen song, like Glory Days, like stuff like that. We hang out. I don't know. I mean, that's normal to me. I'm not sure. I don't know what quite. There's a problem with that. I don't really see one.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a super conducive environment for starting a relationship if you're really serious.
Well, I guess a second date is out of the question.
I mean, I thought I was pretty polite about. I don't know. I just didn't want that kind of vibe.
You didn't. I mean, you just. When we spoke, you said, "Yeah, well, let's try to do something again." You didn't say, "Oh my God, your friends are idiots and this is a crazy frat house."
Yeah, well, I don't think your friends are idiots. I think you have the vibe that you want. It's just not what I wanted.
Okay, perfect. That's your deal. I'll respect that.
You don't get tired of people in and out of your house all the time?
I don't. Nobody goes in like I have a wing. Nobody goes up there.
Wing. My.
Yeah, I have like a master suite, and then I have like a sitting area. Like I have my own area if it gets crazy, but I don't care. They're my friends.
So it's just like a revolving party all the time. That's
I don't know. I guess kind of, sort of. I mean, we're not. I mean, I don't wake up in the morning and people are dead in my pool or drunk on my lounge chairs.
right.
They go home. So I mean, we're older. We're not 18.
okay.
All right. Well, it sounds like it's just not going to be for Elizabeth, Tim, as you heard.
No, she needs peace and wants to tiptoe through the tulips or something. So
Okay. All right. Elizabeth, thanks for coming on today. I appreciate you.
All right.
And Tim, now you know what's going on, and I hope you have a great party.
I will. You guys are welcome anytime.
All right. Thanks, man.
Awesome.
That sounds like fun.
Appreciate it. All right. You guys have a great
Everybody
day.
likes it. All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care. All right, Lana. So the question is, would that bother you as a woman?
I would not want to date somebody who has the house. Right.
That
Because there's
everybody parties at.
what if you're tired? What if you don't want to talk to anybody? What if you want to walk around naked? I mean, you can't because there's constantly people at your. No, I wouldn't like that. You need your space sometimes.
All right. So would this have been a deal breaker for you? Would you be cool with this? Would this be a problem for you? 800-992-1099. 800-992-1099.